in the city's abundance of hills. We're at Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. Today, we have an all-AFC meeting between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cincinnati Bengals. All right, football fans, settle in because we got bragging rights on the line in this one. Kate, Scott, Brock here with you as we get set for a division rematch. Brock, one side seeking the sweep, and the other looking for some revenge after how that first showdown went.
What do they say about familiarity? Familiarity does what?
It breeds something, Brock. It breeds, you can get... First carry of the game for the rookie out of Alabama. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Back-to-back carries here. The stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Another carry for him. A lot of space ahead. Finds a seam. Left side. He's off to the races. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. And he has made this a habit this season. That's his 10th rushing touchdown so far.
On one, ready? Listen on! Come on!
Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Thrown back, gets the handoff. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Good stop made by Barrett Carter.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Looking at a tough spot to punt it away if this third down is unsuccessful. Here he goes, third and long. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. First time this game they've looked to him. And that brings up fourth and long.
Okay, I think that was the type of play we expected out of this defense to start the game. Can't undo that opening drive touchdown they gave up. That could sure help to get yourself off the field with that third down stop.
The Ravens getting ready for the punt. And he's in a real tough spot for his first kick. And he gets it away from his end zone. It's taken at midfield. And the end of that return, Brock, also brings us to the end of our first quarter.
180. 180.
Throwing now on first down. It's Jackson. Caught quickly on the slant. And give him about that 15-yard line before they're able to drop him. They gain 11 on that play. And that's going to be a Baltimore first. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
There's a dive up the middle. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
This is Henry on second. It's an excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
Danger, Case. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
First and 10 from the 32. Another run for Henry. This is tough running in this weather out there, but he keeps the feet moving, gains 3. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up second and 7.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Hey, middle.
On second down, here's Henry again. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means third down coming up. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Jackson now on third. Has his man, it's cut by Andrews. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag.
Holding offense.
You don't get too many plays of that size in a game, and that flag takes away one of them. So they get dings for the holding. Gotta wonder if that changes their call as they line this up for third down. Third and long for him here. Throws into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Logan Wilson has it. And the Bengals get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
That's so cool. He really did it all for him, didn't he? First he forced the turnover, and then he set them up in a better spot with a really nice return. Yeah, he had designs on doing the scoring for him, too. One more move, and he might have broken it for 6.
Let's go.
Dive play straight ahead. And he manages to find a little traction on that search field as he fights forward for a couple. Only 2 yards, and it brings up second and 8.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Play fake, Jackson. Headed out right. Finds his man, it's Rashad Bateman. And they're going to force him out just before he can get to the 35. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, and some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
First down, here's Lamar. Flushed out of the pocket.
That is an effort play. I love that by the defense, corralling the QB behind the line. It can be tough to track these guys down when they decide to scramble. What excellent pursuit to stay on them the entire way.
Let's see what they dial up, partner. This is 2nd and long. Now it's Lamar. Complete out to the right side. And a nice chunk there, about 7. He's up to the 27. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Let's see what they went with. 3rd down. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Defense gunning for a stop here. It's 3rd down. Lamar now from the gun. Cincinnati uses its 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Baltimore lined up in punt formation. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And he drives this one into the pouring rain. And this return's going to leave him with enough time for definitely 2, maybe even 3 plays before halftime. The Bengals and Joe Burrow all set to take over. And it's been such an incredible... The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Pass into the hands of Mark Andrews. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route to tape. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Sending him on the dime. And he manages to find a little traction on that soaked field as he fights forward for a couple. 3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Hey, not a bad play by any means. There's room for more, and they know it.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Jackson to throw. Caught by Flowers. Ooh, they're on that one. 2nd down's going to end up in a loss of yards.
Well, even a drop would have been better than that, frankly. Couldn't find a way back to the line of scrimmage, and it's a rare pass that actually loses yardage.
And Bengals with an extra DB out there now. 3rd down. Throw here. 3rd down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a 1st down right in their midst. That force, that contact, separated man from ball.
Their punter making his way out now. And he'll try to hit this one well. And a sure-handed play there in the rain. He brings in the fair catch without a problem. The Bengals and Keaton Mitchell just about set to get going again on offense. And he's played a major... On 1st down, they'll run. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down. After that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. They go play fake with Jackson. Buying some time right. He can run it. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. But the defense is really buckled down. That was a scoreless third quarter for us. We're tied at 7 apiece as we get ready for the fourth.
Oh, we're ready.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Trying down the middle with Henry. And he'll stay upright through this range, but not through that hit as he's tackled that for about a 1-yard gain. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand if thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is he put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road, and what looked like a very plain play.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. He takes it down to the 33. Well, we've talked about this before, Brock. The thinking's simple but effective. We'll stop getting it to this guy when you find a way to stop it, and they have yet to do that today.
You know, there's just certain things up in this booth that I love. I think you can feel it emanating from me. And one of them is when you impose your will, and you don't back away from it. If they can't stop it, run it right at them.
First down, and they go right back to it. He's going to get inside the defense's 30 here. Looks to be a gain of about 6 on the play.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Changing it up here, Jackson. Brought in close to the 8. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens take a fourth quarter lead. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, can they hold on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. But this sure had the look of a drive where a coaching staff challenged that offense, saying, hey, we need a big drive.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's able to stay on his feet through that run, at least until the tackle stops him. He picked up close to 4. So timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning. So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. They give it to him again. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the second one used by the defense in this half. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. They give to Henry on the inside handoff. And he manages to find a little traction on that search field as he fights forward for a couple. We've got whistles and a timeout call by the defense. 2:07 left to play.
Okay, the 2-yard run on first down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule. You're going to have to pick up the pace.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. A give now from the gun. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Cincy. Ravens feeling lucky with a 7-point lead. 1st and 10 now from the 46.
Hey, Alpha, report!
Back to the well again. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, hey, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this, it's over. Over.
Go ahead. Hey, Ozzy, sit up.
Hand off now from the gun. And they find him after just a yard. It's 3rd down.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. That's the kind of reaction time you want when you face a draw play. They broke on it shortly after the draw started, and they contained it to a minimal gain.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. He's back to throw. Wow, still throwing, and this is intercepted. Kicked out by Dax Hill.
Okay, you know, as a quarterback, every single interception stings. But those you throw in crunch time. In the final couple minutes with your team relying on you, that's one this quarterback is not going to forget.
The Bengals and Joe Burrow all set to take over. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how... So the Ravens will fly home with the win. And it's harder and harder not to mention, Brock, the possibility of an undefeated season as they add another to their total here in the penultimate month of the campaign. So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are your winners as we say so long from Cincinnati.